This cook is going to be exciting. Trying out a new technique and a brand new product from Jealous Devil. This product is perfect to fuel any of your grills. It's called Flex. This is made out of 100% American white oak, pressed together under high pressure. This is going to give you that clean, sweet smoke flavor with a great controllable heat. It's going to combine the best aspects of live fire grilling with charcoal grilling. At this nice big chuck roast here, we're going to season this up with some Fire and Smoke brisket rub. We're going to finish this off in the Peter Luger style. If you don't know what that is, you'll have to watch to the end and find out. I'm completely winging this cook, but I just got a feeling this is going to come out spectacular. So come on in. I'll show you how we get this Flex ready to cook on. If you're used to cooking with Jealous Devil chunks, this Jealous Devil Flex is going to take a little bit longer to get going. So we're going to go ahead and start this before we season the steak. A little bit of this fuel does go a long ways though. We're just going to put a few of these in my chimney here. You can either use a boom fire starter to get this going, but today I'm going to be putting mine right on my propane burner I got out here. I light this up. I got a few coals left over from my last cook with this Jealous Devil Flex. We'll dump this right on top once it gets going. All right, so we're going to be saving this classic for the end, so I'll set that aside for now. But to season this chuck roast, we're going with the 6 Corners brisket rub from Fire and Smoke BBQ Company. I can smell those Flex briquettes starting to light up back there. Oh man, it smells like a campfire. Would you look at this rub? Nice and coarse, heavy on the salt and pepper, garlic, onion. This is just going to be perfect on this chuck roast. Give this a nice coat, and then we'll just roll it around. I know you want this. Wow. Look how thick that is. Don't sleep on these chuck roasts. Get them while you can. These Jealous Devil Flexes are starting to flame up pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and move this to my SnS Kettle so it's a little bit safer place for it to light. This will make a lot of fire and smoke when it first gets going. That's perfectly normal. Just be patient because this is going to be the greatest fuel you've ever cooked on. A little closer look here. There's only a couple minutes in. These flames will get much bigger before it's ready to cook. I'm loving the smell coming off this Jealous Devil Flex. You really feel like you're sitting around a campfire. Not to mention, keep my fingers warm. It's cold out here, but there's just something special about live fire cooking in the wintertime. A few more minutes and these coals are going to be ready to cook over. This Jealous Devil Flex is almost ready to cook on. Go ahead and dump this into the slow and sear in my SnS Kettle so it can start heating up. There's a few coals left over from last time. We'll get those ignited with this. Stuck. There we go. Like I say, they're not ready to cook on yet, but I'm going to let this all heat up in here. Spread these around. Remember, we're only using 6 of these briquettes. Let the smoke clear out and the flames settle down a little bit, and then it'll be time to start cooking. Like I said, with this Jealous Devil Flex, don't be in a rush. You need to let this burn down, but trust me, the wait is going to be worth it. If you wait to the end of the cook, though, we're going to use these big flames to our advantage, so stay tuned. While this Jealous Devil Flex finishes heating up, won't be long now, we'll be cooking over this. We're going to tell you how we're going to set this grill up for temperature management today. We're going to be going direct heat with this piece of meat, so I don't want it too hot. Remember, we only started with 6 of these briquettes, and this heat is incredible right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut the bottom vents all the way, and I'm going to keep the lid all the way open. I want to keep the fire from being too hot, but I want to make sure the smoke can come out and we don't get a dirty cooking environment. So that's the plan. We'll let you know if I make any adjustments to my airflow as the cook goes on. Okay, we're ready to cook. Nicely burned down. I'm going to get this chuck roast on. Like I said, we're going direct heat. We're going to keep a close eye on this. We'll keep rotating it as needed until we get a nice crust all the way around the outside. Going to shut the lid. Keep the flames under control. We'll check back. God, the smell out here. See how it's looking. Coming along. Stand this thing up on end for a little bit if it will balance. While this finishes up getting a nice sear, we're going to light up 6 more of these flex briquettes for the final portion of this cook. Another cool thing about these flex briquettes, I do have black gloves on, but these things don't get your hands dirty. They don't mess things up. Dust free. So cool. Just something magical about the crust that this Jealous Devil Flex creates. Never burnt, but just that beautiful live fire sear. It's looking pretty good to me now. This next batch of flex is also heated up. I'm going to dump this right in the center of my slow and sear. Got all those in one pile. I'll bring you in a second and show you how I got this set up. But first, let's put the finishing touches on this steak. Okay, so Peter Luger style on this steak. Famous steakhouse in New York City. They do theirs under a broiler. They sear it, they slice it, then they finish it. So let's do it. So we're going to slice this. Actually, let's make sure we get the string out of here. Okay. This steak is basically still raw in the center. Okay, rest of that string. Got my cast iron skillet here. Today I'm using my Lancaster number 8. We're going to put all this steak in there. Okay, just arrange it kind of back like it's still a steak almost. Don't want to leave all the inside exposed. Got some nice butter here, using Kerrygold today. More butter, more better. Just going to cube this up, spread this out all over the steak. Now we're coming in with a classic from Fire Smoke. This is basically salt, pepper, garlic. It's also got onion powder in it though. Let's go ahead and be generous with this. This is a thick piece of meat, and we only season the outside. Yeah, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. We got this Jealous Devil Flex in a pile there. Like I said, we're using the flame to our advantage. Going to put this indirect. Got all the vents open. Shut the lid. Twist this. Let it rock and roll. To keep this flex burning hot, I'm keeping my grill cracked just a little bit. It needs a lot of air when it first gets going. Let's see what kind of temperatures we got up over here. Almost up to 400 degrees on the other side. It's only been a couple minutes, so it's pretty good. Temperature's still rising. This little trick is working great. Give this a few more minutes before I open it up. I'm sure it'll be cooked by then. See, there's lots of fire in that hole. Got up to 500 degrees in there. Let's get this steak off. I don't want it too cooked. Look at that. Sure, it's got a beautiful crust on the outside. Let's go ahead and cut into this and see how it turned out. Nice piece out of the middle here. Lots of fat. It's just how I like my meat. Who needs a knife and a fork? Look at that. I can feel how tender it is. Nice crust on the outside, dripping in that butter. Let's find out how smoky and delicious this turned out. All right, taste test time. Oh, man. Not only did we just reinvent how to cook a chuck roast, we also reinvented grilling. Thanks to Jealous Devil Flex briquettes, this smoke flavor on this has got this perfectly clean wood flavor. Incredibly rich smokiness, but by no means is it overpowering or dirty tasting. Just a nice sweet richness. Oh man, this Fire Smoke seasoning hit the spot. There's no junk in any of their rubs. So definitely check out Fire Smoke BBQ Company. Just the right amount of spice, not too salty. I layered that rub on there, and the salt's not overpowering. Remember, when you're shopping for rubs, the cheapest things companies can add to them is salt and sugar. Check the ingredients before you buy, and I can guarantee you Fire and Smoke's going to pass that test. If you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Also, head over to my Instagram channel, @RustyBBQLamb. Let me know what you want to see me cook next. Until then, I'll be here eating my meat. Man. Going inside. It's cold out here. Just finished that chuck roast. Man, that was incredible. I don't think my taste test did it justice. That crust on the outside, that smoke flavor. I'll tell you what, you've got to run to Home Depot right now and get yourself some Jealous Devil Flex. This is brand new. Check out Jealous Devil's website for more information because you're not going to want to miss out cooking on this Flex. Such cool stuff. I mean, have you ever seen a charcoal like this? Look at this. There's no mess. Nothing's turning black. Hot, clean, smoky flavor. Let me know how you'd use this Jealous Devil Flex.